Hi everybody, welcome back to Speaking of Cocktails. I'm David, and we're back at my home bar today. Today my guest is my buddy Jake. We are making him kind of a special cocktail. This one is a bit involved. Jake's favorite dessert is key lime pie, and so I wanted to make him a key lime pie cocktail.
Did I tell you key lime pie is my favorite dessert, or is that something that you just...
No, that's something you told me.
Okay.
That's how this whole thing started.
Well, I love that you remembered that.
Now, lucky for me, I actually have a key lime pie cocktail that I've had at one of my favorite bars in the whole wide world, the Franklin Mortgage and Investment in Philadelphia. The Franklin was actually closed down for a few months, as a lot of things were for the pandemic, and they actually offered to give out old recipes via their social media. So I reached out to them. This is one of the ones I got. Shout out to Sarah Justice's team back from 2015, which was when this cocktail was on their menu. This is a cocktail called There Is No Dana, Only Zuul. Now, if anybody knows what Sarah Justice is up to these days, please let me know. I think she's one of the most talented bartenders I've ever known, and she has since disappeared off the face of the earth. So to start, we're gonna make a lime cordial. First, what you're gonna do is juice some limes. This doesn't have to be fresh, it can be day old. And to whatever the weight of that is, you're gonna add 2 parts of sugar, and we're gonna blend that all together. And I'm also gonna make a foolish mistake here and misjudge how much I actually had, so I had to go to a bigger container. All right, for every cup that you yield, you'll wanna add a whole rind of that lime. I ended up doing 3 here. You're gonna add that to it, and then we're gonna let that sit overnight. And when we come back tomorrow, we're gonna weigh out that syrup and put in 0.2% of citric acid, so multiply that times 0.002, and you're just gonna stir that in, and then we are good to go. Now, the hardest part of this drink is the graham cracker liqueur. This is a bit involved and it is a bit messy. You're gonna weigh out 39.9 ounces of graham crackers here. For me, that was about 3 of these boxes. All right, so you're gonna take a handle of vodka, so that is 1.5 liters here, or 59 ounces. So you're gonna blend all of this together, the vodka and the graham crackers, until it's smooth. I had to do this in a couple of batches because this is a rather large batch. I just wanted to stay true to the recipe here. This is definitely more than you'll want to make at home. Definitely scale this back for yourself, but I wanted to stay true to this to make sure it was right. All right, so for every 32 ounces that you have of this, you're going to quick infuse that in your EC canister with 6 ounces of cinnamon. We're gonna strain that through a sieve. Now weigh out that liquid and add an equal part of simple syrup. Now once you have that, for every 2 quarts you have of this, you're gonna add 1 vanilla bean. Basically just take out all those seeds in there, toss it in there, and then we're gonna let that infuse overnight. So you're gonna wanna weigh this out in grams and add 0.1% by weight of xanthin gum, so that's 0.001 again, and then blend this together until that xanthin gum is completely dissolved. So for this cocktail, we're starting with 2 ounces of Blanco Tequila. I am using the El Tesoro. 1 ounce of our lime cordial, 1/2 ounce of lime juice, 1/4 ounce of the graham cracker syrup, and 2 dashes of our citrus phosphate. Add ice and shake. And there is the No Dana, Only Zuul. All right, everybody, so we're here with Jake. No Dana, Only Zuul. That's what we got here today.
That's a name.
I've been promising to make you this cocktail for a while, and so I hope it lives up to the hype. I have not tasted this yet.
I'm so excited, dude. Like you've talked a big game, but I've also seen you make drinks before, and I know this is gonna be good, so thank you in advance.
Well, I hope it lives up to the expectations.
Yeah.
Should we go for it?
My mouth is drooling thinking about it. Of course, we should just...
Cheers.
Mazel tov. Oh my goodness.
Now, it's not how I remember it, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
First thoughts. Very lime forward.
Yes.
I like lime a lot. I'm getting almost like a like the graham cracker hits the back of the throat and the back of the tongue, which I like. It's like citrus forward, it's vibrant, it's fun, and then it's like, oh, it's a nice hug on the back end.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Now, I will say, the Franklin didn't have this actual recipe. This was a riff off of another cocktail that they had. I had to sort of piece this together, so I don't even know if this is 100% correct. and I'm guessing it's not just because it's kind of lime forward.
I love it. I don't know what I would change, but something that would add a little bit of like almost a burnt smokiness, because I feel like going with the refreshingness of a key lime pie, but also like the graham cracker syrup. My gut's telling me something a little roasty flavor. There's something there where just maybe a little bit of toasty would bring out a little bit more of the pie crust. But also, yeah, I mean, it tastes like good key lime pie. Again, very lime forward, very citrusy, but super balanced. Like, I would be able to have more than one of these, no problem.
We could crush a few, but I would implore people that are making this to play with the ratios, because again, I don't know if I even have this right.
Is there any sort of like cream or anything? Or am I just tasting like the graham cracker syrup, kind of like a marshmallow taste to it?
There's no cream, no nothing. I think that is due to the vanilla. The EC whipper gives you kind of that foamy kind of thing, and it makes it, it does. You do get a little bit of creaminess.
I really like that. Talked about this cocktail, and I was in the back of my brain, I was like, I wonder if we're ever gonna get to actually try that, because that sounds real good, and it did not disappoint.
Well, I want to thank Jake for being here. I appreciate his patience while I took forever to make this drink for him, and I'm sure we'll have a part 2 where we can maybe play with the ratios a bit.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Hey, well, thanks, and we'll see you next time. Don't be like me, kids. Get a better blender. You saw all of the missteps that we had just because I don't have the best blender. Their recipe literally called for a Vitamix.
Okay. Well, if you get more people watching the show,
maybe we need an Amazon wish list that people can buy us stuff.
I was thinking like an OnlyFans link or something.
What would be a pun for only cocktails?
Only cocks. No?
That's good.
Bit of cock, bit of tail.